We're live.
Hello.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Desis&Dragons. Hey, we're here because we have decided to bring to you the new campaign that we're doing, Blades of the Yanta, mecha vs kaiju game. All of these lovely new Desis who you might have seen elsewhere on the internet might be meeting for the first time, but they're going to be in your heart by the end of this campaign, which is going to be 4 streams long because they're going to work hard, they're going to work fast. Speaking of people who work hard and fast, I'm going to show you our man behind the scene, our production guy.
Wait,
Shubham, say hi.
Why am I talking right now? Oh, okay.
Because I want you to say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Back if you don't want to say hi.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Jones here in spirit and in voice. I'm Chirag, and I'm going to go to the actual new cast, starting with Nikhil.
Hey everyone, I'm Nikhil, also known as Craig, on Discord and on Twitter and on Instagram, pretty much most of the social media around. So I have been in TTRPGs, mostly in Discord before, but this will be my first time doing an AP. So pretty excited. Let's go back to you, Chirag, for that. Yeah.
Next up, let's hear from the man of 1,000 voices, Tan Fighter.
Hello. Yep, I am Tan Fighter. I play a lot of games on this server and a couple other servers, and I am on Instagram as TanFighter117. And yeah, I like to do funny voices and weird sounds that sometimes make sense.
Nice.
Back to you.
Excellent. Next up, let's hear the always incredible Assis. I got your name.
Hi, Assis. I exist in the world and I do things. And I'm a chaos gremlin who's going to cause a lot of chaos. And you can find me on Twitter at some feminism and like.
Excellent. That's lovely to hear. Next up, also here. Maybe they're going to bring order to the chaos. Maybe not. Let's hear from Maitri.
Probably not. I'm the worst kind of enabler. My name is Maitri. Maitri Games on Twitter. Maitri plays games on YouTube. I make multi-system, system agnostic, tabletop content on YouTube, and I invite myself to games that people are too polite to say no to, like this one. Really excited to play with everybody here and to be here. So thanks for having me.
And the one who we can only call an artist. We have Kaz the DM.
Hello. Hi. I'm Kaz. Hello. Sorry. Hello, I'm Kaz the DM. I am an artist and streamer. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Kaz the DM, and also on Twitch as Kaz the DM, where I stream my 5e homebrew AP on Top Sands.
And it's good stuff. Definitely. Now, this is going to be good. It's so great to have you. But before we begin, we always have to do, our announcement. So let's just go over to Indrani.
Chirag, Indrani's not here today.
I said it. Wait, why is
she's going to Gen Con. You know this.
We can't do this. Oh yeah.
It's fine. I'll do announcements. Hold on. Nikhil, sorry, I'm just gonna. Hi, hello everybody. Hi. Announcements. Are you struggling to find a D&D game suited to your taste? Do you want to play at Middle Earth time, but everyone in your friend circle just wants Eastern Standard? Then Start Playing Games is for you. Start Playing Games has thousands of games run by professional game masters. Use your affiliate link in the chat or in the description below to get $10 credits to spend on your games. Not only do you get $10 off, but you will support the stream. So check that out. Thank you so much, Start Playing, for sponsoring us. That's announcement number 1. There's actually more, which was sent to me by Indrani. We have a Radiant Citadel giveaway going on. So you just need to follow us on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter, and join our Discord server. And you stand a chance to win a digital copy of Radiant Citadel. And of course, we have a Discord community, so come check us out. We're like India's largest TRPG community. You will get to play a bunch of cool games. So, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Of course, we have a Discord.
Bye.
We'll miss you. Well, it was great to have you all there. But now, after all these announcements, we begin the exciting adventures of the Blades of the Yanta. Dun, 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 dun. So the adventure begins, imagining as the clock turns back to an alternate reality of 1974, in a world where after World War II, instead of nuclear weapons being the worst thing the most dangerous weapon that could probably happen, instead we had giant monsters, kaijus, appearing all over the world, causing all kinds of trouble, decimating England, creating giant robots in Japan, big monsters in America. All the fun stuff is happening. But we're not in all those places. We're going to the part of the world that people may not remember, may not think about when they think about these exciting Mechaverse kaiju. We go to the nation of India, 1970. Yeah, it's 1974. Imagine the 70s Bollywood soundtrack, romantic music coming as we go in to the state. As we go in to Bihar, to the capital of Bihar, as we go down to near the capital, near the edges of the capital, as we go into an area where it's a bit cheaper, it's a bit easier for people to live, and a bit easier for people to afford. And that is where, because as we see, we come to a bunch of college students who are all staying in a boarding house. We come down, go into this into this vast city. We come to this boarding house, which is managed essentially by one curmudgeonly tired man who runs a clinic in the boarding house. Tan, why don't you tell people who they see, the man they see in the clinic of this boarding house, and how he's feeling as he's feeling.
Well, you would see this kind of, in his mid-30s, doctor in a long doctor's coat, a little bit of a scruffy beard, slightly unkempt hair, and very just tired-looking eyes from either a lack of sleep because of the people in the boarding house, or just from being busy, constantly working. And right now, he would just be keeping tabs on his supplies. He would be kind of cleaning up his place and intermittently kind of just sighing.
Yeah. Yes, I imagine you're sighing because you know what's happening today. There's going to be a big protest, as there usually is. And usually when that happens, there's usually some people will come to you to help. Because even though this is a clinic, it's not an official clinic, which means you don't charge much or at all, as one of your patients has shown up early. As you can see, Nitya Najim, she's a young woman. Fairly muscular. She does boxing when she's not studying at the university, and she's already got bruises on her fists. None on the rest of her, so you're pretty sure how she got those. As she's just coming in, looking a bit bashfully as she comes in. Hi, doctor. Sorry.
Hello. What is it this time?
It wasn't my fault. It was his fault, really. He kept saying things, he really shouldn't have it. At least now he's not saying these things anymore.
See, well, good on you for that. What have I told you before? There's no point in shutting them up if you come back every day looking this banged up.
I'm not that bad. I mean, he's one of Professor Bezra's boys. Always talking this shit about what, and she's already sat down on the bed, on the gurney that you've got in the office, and just like they just won't shut up, and turn the other cheek and all that kind of stuff. But they just, how many cheeks do I have?
And he's also already pulling out some bandages and some salve. And as he's walking up, he's just like, well, I certainly would still say good on you, but maybe, just maybe, take a bit of a relaxed approach in the future. Some things are more important, like your health.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like Alicia says. It's the most important thing is that we need to, our future and fighting for our rights.
Do
You get
not
that?
get me started on Alicia. We both know what she does is, let's just say, on the extreme end of things. Not everyone needs to be as big of a risk taker now, do they?
And she's shocked. Well, I guess. Are you coming to the rally today? It'd be great if you were there.
I mean, I feel like I'll be around.
That's good. You can keep me out of trouble. Well, more trouble.
I feel like I do plenty of that for you and all your friends already. But yes, I will be around the rally, and I will try to not let things get out of hand again.
We move over from the clinic on the top of the building, and we go into one of the other rooms, one of the boarders who are there. As we go to a young man who's just not too early morning. It's about 10 in the morning, and there aren't any classes at this time. But as we come in, what do we see from you, Kaz, in your room?
Oh, well, you see DC or Deepa. He's just getting up, and he is a lad from Coventry who's come home, or who's wanting to discover more of his roots, and so he's just he feels like a fish out of water. He's everything in the room is very different to England, and he's just taking it in because he hasn't been here that long, and every morning it's always a bit of a shock. And he's just gonna take everything in, and then he's gonna get out of bed and then go into the common room to start making some breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're getting ready for a late breakfast. This is a decent sized common room. What is breakfast for you? Are you making getting cereal? Are you making English type porridge, or are you trying to learn how to make Indian style food?
I'll probably start trying to make Indian style food.
Well,
probably some dal, if anything, honestly, because it's the most simple thing.
Yeah. As the smell of dal just goes on, and all college students, or briefly former college students, the smell of food just activates, awakens people. As we go to Garima. Garima, you can smell the dal being cooked.
I think Garima's having some AV issues.
Are you with us?
He'll be back, I think, according to the director.
Okay. All right. There's also other people in the boarding house. Someone has had a fairly long night that turned into an early morning. We go over to a man who calls himself Otto Druva, because if we asked what his real name was, we'd be here all day. You're awoken. Tell us what we see come into the kitchen.
You see this. One second. Oh god, there's something wrong over here. You see this cool ass dude sitting, lounging in a chair. He is very hairy and tired. He does not want to see the sun because he will meet the sun regardless, and will be out throughout the day. You see him wearing this khaki shirt. with the yellow shirt inside, pure auto driver look because he needs to survive and have some dosas for the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and some coffees too, filter coffee especially.
Of course. Currently, all you can smell is dose. Do you have the doses in front of you? Or you're like, I'll get to it.
He can get to it. He's chilled out at the moment. He's just trying to get through with the filter coffee first, then dosa.
Yeah.
When I see Auto just there, I'm like, morning Auto. Want some dal?
Dude, bro.
Super.
And I go back to snoring.
I'll take that as a yes.
After a little while of snoring and cooking your doll, set of footsteps comes down. We see now with bandaged up hands. We see Nitya's come down. Audie just like there, looking a bit sheepish. She's like changed out of her bloody clothes to her spare clothes as she into like a spare set of clothes. So she's like getting down ready. Did you come down with her, Rajiv?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She comes down. She's like, someone making dal?
Me.
Smells like it.
And she's like, can I have? I said, did you make enough for a lot of people, or did you just make
Yeah,
enough?
no, yeah. I make a lot of there.
Yeah.
It isn't very good. I'm very new to this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's okay. I'm sure it's good. She takes it and then just grabs a bunch of spice and Tabasco and just like layers it in there.
Thank you.
In her bowl, not the main bowl.
I was gonna say
She's not that mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But she does like offer it to you. Like, come on, handle a bit of spice.
Okay, and I just a little splash.
It's only 10 a.m. Who's talking?
Sorry. Breakfast.
Right. I need coffee. Coffee now. Right. And I just get up and go to the nearest filter pot to get the coffee done and sorted.
Kind of walk over to DC and Rajiv just goes, did you make anything to pair with this dal, Deepak?
No, uncle. Sorry. I can. I mean, I could make some toast quickly. We have toast.
You don't have to, but if you do, I would appreciate it.
I'll get some toast.
Thank you, Deepak.
It's Deepa.
What, Deepak?
Nothing. I'd go get the toast.
Nitya looks.
Oh my god.
As you like bring your coffee back down, and today you see like Nitya's like looking at you like hopefully like with her hand. So the rally is quite far, and I'm already a little late.
Give me how much rupees you're willing to give me? 5, 2, 3. It depends on how many minutes you want to get there.
She like reaches into her bag. You sounds like there's not a lot in there, and she's able to like and she like holds up 3.
7 minutes. Just give me. All right. Where do you want to go? And I'll get this done quickly. Let me get my keys. All right. DC Baya. Hi, DC. I need the dosa to go. I'll come back late. Just
I'll wrap it in some tinfoil.
Yeah, good enough. And I go in back to my huddled room to get my keys and go towards the auto rickshaw that is right outside the hostel.
Nice.
Rova, did you clean your room?
No, absolutely not.
Sorry, Uncle. I'll tell him when he gets back.
So, with that little bit, you can look. Nitya like turns over to DC and says like, "Deep, are you coming as well? You should come to the rally."
I mean, yeah, if everyone else is going, I think it might be nice to see what it's like, how we do it here, or how you guys do it here.
How do you guys protest in England?
Oh, it's just a lot of people, a lot of sticks with signs, and shouting. There's a lot of shouting.
Oh no, we do shouting as well.
Oh.
You know.
Oh,
Hopefully
but you guys always do shouting though. Like, isn't that like that's I thought it was normal, just default.
What?
No. Inside voice, please.
Should.
You could wake everyone up.
Yeah. She's like, well, it's still been. Is this your first time you've been to the other rallies? But do you often hang out with Nitty and the others?
Like this again?
Oh, there we go.
You're back.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. Aces, as we're discussing this, running down the stairs to the kitchen, very late, is who do we see coming down the stairs? Who is this woman we see running down the stairs? Aces.
Yeah. So you see, Garima. She's like not very well put together, and kind of just has a lot of stuff with her, and clearly it just has a lot on her mind. So yeah.
You may have come in quite late the previous night. There may be some remnants of like the party lifestyle, but you also know you're supposed to be at the rally. Alicia invited you to the rally, and you're quite late. You and Nitya are both a little bit late. I'll tell Autobot that we have another passenger.
At this moment,
counting.
you hear the auto
Like,
start.
1, 2.
I'm sorry, I'm bad with auto noises. So yeah. And
Like, I hope there's something not wrong with the auto.
If you want, I can put us in a car. I can do this. How's this?
Amazing.
But I wish I was there instead.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I pulled in. It's kicks to life, and you see it now roaring through the day. And I really dislike the sound because it's 10 in the morning. Oh, double passenger.
She said, looks at the other two men like, are you guys 4 passengers?
It's a bit of a squeeze. It'll be fine.
There's now 4 people.
Just put 2 on the roof.
Do you want me be on the roof? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm the one driving, DC.
No.
Sit with me. Hey, I'll keep seat. Yep. You sit here,
right.
and then we all go together. Okay.
Here's your daughter, by the way.
Oh, thanks. And he opens the front compartment where it's the most boiling hot over there. Stuffs it over there, and then he'll just start racing in through. So, yeah.
Rajiv would be like holding with both his hands, like just on the sidebar, like just because of how roughly Dhruvan drives.
As someone from Chennai, I just want to say I feel really seen right now. Like I feel really, really empowered.
You're welcome. But yeah. Rajiv Vanna, you be that is not going to hold you tight, huh? Hold the railings on the side.
Immediately just
And then I kick off with a slight wheelie and it moves towards the day.
As you guys head off to your direction, we cut away to the center of this large rally, which is taking place outside a factory near near the capital. Near the outskirts of Patna, so it's not too close, where a group of women have come around and they're just like protesting, and you can see like these signs. They're like holding up these signs. They're like, they're not actively like shouting protests, and like getting ready to. They got the signs they're preparing as a. They're like arguing, as you can quite see. They seem very angry at the factory itself, and you can see one woman sign. One woman seems to be in charge. Well, two people technically are in charge. We have one who is an older woman, Surajni, an older, more dignified woman in her late 40s, wearing this lovely long sari. She manages to like grace, so she's like speaking over and like trying to like she speaks to like be like, as you are aware, this factory has been unlawful labor conditions. The pesticides they're producing are not safe. It is causing danger and danger to our lives. So we need to get ready and speak with a clear, insightful voice, not get too excited. And next to us, someone who is very excited, very passionate, and very young and full of youthful vigor. We have. Tell us who we have. Tell us who we have, Matri.
Alicia stands next to Sarojini, and while she's agreeing vehemently with what Sarojini is saying, you can see that she's like spoiling for a fight. Like she's ready to get her hands dirty, and she is a young Indian woman, or like early 20s, long hair that's dark brown, almost black, really heavy kajal and eyeliner, and a lot of silver jewelry, and really like she's and but like from like Kolaba and like that kind of thing. It's not, none of it's real. It's all like the cheapy like street stuff. And but she's like layered it on. And she's holding a sign that says women are people too. And she's yes, absolutely. These women have been complaining about labor conditions for years, and no one listens to them. And she's really angry and really passionate. When she sees everybody coming, she kind of stops and has this big smile on her face and gives everyone a wave. It sort of stops talking because everybody's kind of heard this before. Like this is not the first time she's mentioning it.
Are you just like talking? Or are you trying to pump up the crowd?
I think I'm just talking because like this is right before the protest is due to happen. Everybody's already pumped up. Everybody's like ready to go.
Yeah,
we're like 11th hour at this point.
Exactly. As this is going, the people are agreeing. They're like nodding. There's like this moment that I'm imagining like can turn away and like speak to you a bit more privately, and like says to you so, Alicia, how are you? How are you faring? You seem full of vigor. I'm
alright. I just don't think that your approach of quiet dignity is going to work here. And maybe it works in Congress, although I would argue that it doesn't, but it definitely doesn't work here. I think the factory owners are going to listen to you because you're polite.
And do you think they're going to listen to people like your friend Nitya, who often just gets into fights and scraps? And if we're very lucky, will not be attending today, because we do not want to have another scene like last time, do we?
Nitya's we need more Nityas in this movement. Nitya took out a few of Professor what's his name's boys earlier today, like by herself. She's amazing.
She did what? Oh no.
No, it's a metaphor.
Sure. Yes, she debated them diligently with her fists.
Yes. Yeah.
we need to put on the best face for these kind of otherwise they will not take us seriously. We need respectable women. You understand? People who can speak calmly and will be considered seriously, not violent, uncouth tutias like Nitya, or ones who are too unkempt or a bit too party like that Garima girl. It's just, you understand, it's for the cause.
Perhaps this is not the best time to talk about this, Sergey, but I think maybe you're too worried about how people see us more than what we're able to get done.
I said, like, you understand that appearances are important. And as if to like punctuate that, a group of men are coming towards from near the factory, and you can see they seem like a lot of them seem to be. One of them is like dressed like in what's the term? Not pants, like they're dressed in like khaki. In khakis, they're like coming in to work. He's like, man, it seems like dressed like workers are just like come forward. One of them seems to be dressed in like a suit and tie as they're like coming forward. Next to him is like another man who is in not suit and tie, but is this but just like a jacket is just like coming, and you recognize this tweed jacketed man as Professor Bezra, as he's there, and he seems to be talking with this man in the suit who's like seems to be like absorbing everything he's saying. You recognize the man in the suit as the factory owner, and they're just like coming to, and they're like approaching and seeing all this. The men behind them, there's like a fair amount of them, less than the amount of women with you, but they seem like very ready, to get intimidating. They look like they're ready to like intimidate. There aren't any police present here. The police have like taken a step. They're not getting involved with this. Like, they will come if like called to, but usually by the time they arrive, everything's already happened. So it's mainly just protesters and like representatives from the factory. How do you?
If anyone's watching Alicia, you can see her face like just turn to this scowl as Professor Bezra gets closer to them.
He comes forward, and like the factory owner's like right next to him, but he's looking up hopefully for Professor Bezra, like kind of solve this. And there's like, Mrs. Patel, Alicia, right? I believe that's your name. He knows your name. 100% he knows your name.
No, sir, it's not Alicia.
I would have hoped that you... Oh, yes? I see. And then like turns back, ignoring you and looking at Mrs. Patel like, I see that you still wish to make something of a scene regarding this. I would have hoped that you would have acted with more decorum, something more befitting your stature. Don't tell me what my stature is. And they're just like, these older people just like glaring at each other with like, this dignified like dueling with the eyes kind of thing. It's just like going down. Like, once we make this scene, what you're saying is truly nonsense. There's like no proof that there's any problems with the pesticides or the labor conditions. It's like, proof? Really? You're going to argue that? Just don't make a scene. I just hope you don't make a scene. And as he says, don't make a scene, we hear the sound of a rickshaw coming in hard, going in fast, moving beyond the speed of sound. Hard to say.
And you see Autothrough is like going left and right, going between students who are going through, and just stop right in front of the gate. Like,
slow down, for God's sakes!
Everyone's just holding on for dear life.
It was for 3 rupees, man. What to do? Huh? You'll pay for me, what? Already I'm getting ripped off.
You live at my house!
Yeah, that's the biggest rip-off. God damn it.
I just sit quietly, stuck in between this.
And this guy is like, DC Bayer, now you can let go of me, yeah?
Yeah.
We reached the place. Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's so scary. It's very new.
Don't worry, you're safe. No hospital.
Right,
good.
Nitya leans out like, "Woo, that was awesome!" and just like drawing everyone's attention to her, and make sure if they weren't already looking, and you could see both of the elder people just like, not them.
Oh yeah. Okay. I no pano. Dosa. Ada. And I'm start to unwrap it, take it like a sandwich. Ayyo, no chutney.
You didn't ask. I'm just saying.
What else is that? Do you expect me to eat this plain?
You only asked for the dosa. I mean, surely you could go. There's a store we could go to, right? I look around.
I don't want jam, da. I don't want jam. Okay, I want chutney or some pudi powder. Okay, I don't want anything else. What is this?
I'll remember next time.
Oh, yeah. Have it anyway. And as he pulls it out and eats it.
Yeah,
and also takes a sip from his trusty water bottle, which is definitely filled with water.
Sure. Rajiv, you were saying something?
No. That was me out of character.
Okay. Yeah. Garima, you can see the professor standing by there with this like crowd and just like looking and just like making eye contact. You see this professor who has caused you so much trouble in the past. How are you feeling?
I think we may have lost her again.
Yeah, we lost Garima again.
Oh, there she's back on.
No, I can see her.
Oh,
sweet.
Okay, then that means we need to reload. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she's gone again. So.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm still there.
Am I here? Do I exist?
I can see. Director, let us know. If you can see Garima, let us know. All good.
Yeah, she's not on the Twitch, and Shaboma is saying to maybe carry on while he figures that out with her. Oh, wait, she's back.
Okay.
I think I'll reload the call then.
Yeah, he said carry on. All right, great. He said carry on. So, next up. Yeah, Nitya, you're behind Nitya, trying not to be seen. Do you want me to, and she like makes a, punching gesture, like at the professor.
You can't do that.
I mean, I can. It's just that Alicia says I shouldn't. Is this a shouldn't or a can't situation?
Right? This is a shouldn't and a can't situation.
Okay. Fine. But she like gets out and like helps you, continues to like shield you from vision, very much like a cartoon. Like just ignore the person who's walking behind me. What did the rest of you guys do? Are you just like staying back, or you just wanted to anyone approaching Alicia and the group, or looking for a chutney stand, or what?
I'm still looking for a chutney stand, yeah.
And
But still just taking it all in.
I'm visibly distraught, disappointed, eating raw dosa with nothing on it. It's bland, so I'm just chomping it through with the water that I have, and I'm sitting in my auto with my legs up, like any cool, self-respecting auto driver would do.
Sure. All right.
I'm gonna be observing what Alicia's doing just in case shit gets out of hand again. But beyond that, Rajiv was staying kind of on the side / outskirts of like the big like crowd.
When I get a chance to like quickly talk to Nikki again, I'll say, "Oh yeah, no, you're right. This is a lot louder. You're right. This is a lot worse. Thank you. I mean, it's not worse because like it's a good cause. I'm just saying, my ears. Oh, I'm in pure pain.
The DC, don't worry, we haven't started yet. And it is loud, but she says she haven't started yet.
I passed him two
that was
earplugs I brought from the clinic.
Thank you, Uncle.
Now
I just shout everything I say from now on.
This is nothing. Back in my day, and I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he is the same age as the others. Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Mr. Patulus looks.
I know. Back in my day, talks don't work here.
Yeah. Mrs. Patulus looks as his like you're going to keep using those dangerous imported pesticides, and we are going to have to keep arguing, especially if you're not concerned for workers' safety. Please, this is just ridiculous. You're just trying to make a scene. You will not intimidate. And you see that it's the professor who's speaking for the manager, who's just like, he's not getting a word in. He's like, whatever Professor Bai says. Come, Alicia, it's time to make a scene.
She will turn on her heel and follow Sarojini, looking very upset with this whole. She'll, I think she'll mutter to Sarojini as they walk away. That's not how I would have done it.
Oh no, but I'd rather not. No, but I'd rather be here, able to guide all these women for the cause, rather than in the ER or the police station. But what do I know? I'm just an old woman. I'm just trying to help, and lead the way. You're like doing this over dramatic auntie performance. Oh, woe is me.
And Alicia kind of just rolls her eyes.
You will not listen to me.
Puts her arm around her.
Yeah, as you come up to the front, there's a chance for you want to talk to any of the others before the rally starts proper.
Yeah. Can I just run up to them? I'll just tell Sarojini I see some of my friends. Just give me a minute. I'll meet you up front. And I run back to say hi.
The guys are basically all around the rickshaw, except the chutney stand is not too far from the rickshaw.
Excellent.
I'm going to step out because I had enough of the plain dosa without anything. I had enough. So I'm done. I get out of the rickshaw and start to stretch my legs and my hands and ready my body for the next drive if it is there.
Body is ready. But Rajiv would look at her and just be like, "You left quite early today."
Oh yeah, I had to help some people with their signs. Thank you for. I sent Nithya to come and see you earlier.
Yes, I handled it, as you can see, pointing to her bandages and.
Nithya, and she gives Nithya a big hug.
I'm so
I
sorry,
heard you kicked Professor Bezra's guys' asses. That was so incredible. That was incredible. Everyone's talking about it.
While stretching out, I sprained my back.
And she's very shy. She's like, sorry about that. I had to go back to get patched up. You didn't have to send me. I would have stayed. It was only a little bit of blood and bruises, right?
Listen, just take this sign and can you just run it up to Sarojini ma'am? I see Dhruva's got some dosa and I'm so hungry. And
There's nothing in it. Alicia.
I'm getting some chutney now. Give me a minute.
What? There's no chutney.
That was also in a very unhygienic place, just so you know.
No. It's good on me. I covered it back. Also, here the notes you asked
keep getting sick.
Alicia.
Extra flavor.
Yeah. Alicia, here the notes you asked for.
Thanks.
Some boy wrote something in Chennai. I don't know.
It's
from university there. You take
Thank
it.
Thank you.
And
Put it without looking at it in your bucket.
With that, like,
So you don't have any dosa. That's what I'm hearing. There's nothing.
Water dosa.
Can I have it? I'm so hungry.
But I ate it.
Okay,
there's
no,
my
it's
spit
fine.
on it.
Oh, it's eggshell. I think my mother used to say.
I'm
Why?
just shouting. I shout
It's
back.
fine. I'll buy you dosa. I'll take this 2 rupees. Go buy yourself a dosa. There's a good vegetarian restaurant. Some Bhavan over there. Just go there. You'll find some dosa or some
Fantastic.
Udupi restaurant. You go there.
Okay.
Also there.
I just shout back. I'll pack more lunch next time. Just in case.
I'm
and I'll make sure
gonna
there's chutney.
go do that.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna like
restaurant,
peek
you
out
know,
and be like, "Okay, I want to follow you because like I have not eaten."
yeah, as you just like, yeah, Karima's like popped out, hiding. And she's got her little sign. Nitya like passes you a little bottle of Tabasco. It's like, you know, put it for his dosa, and just like gets ready to like go to the valley. Proper prepare. And like suddenly, as you guys go in, the earth shakes briefly for a minute. Like, I mean, earthquakes are common in Bihar. It's like built on like multiple tectonic plates. So like earthquakes do happen, but it feels like just a brief one. Like it just shakes for like a 10 sec for about 5 seconds.
Oh. But I really hope there is no quake during the protest. Everyone works so hard on their assignments and stuff.
It shouldn't be too bad. Don't worry about it.
What?
Just do what you're here to do.
Give back the 2 rupees. I'll go get it. You go sit somewhere. I'll go get it done.
Okay.
I have an auto
okay.
rickshaw. It is quick for me.
Thank you.
Quick for
Thank
but
you.
yeah.
Dhruva, you are the best.
Chichi. Oh, okay. Fine.
In-
I take the 2 rupees back and I start walking instead of driving actually because it's quite nearby. I suppose.
Yeah, it's quite nearby. It's like, yeah, Kaz?
No, I was gonna say in the week of being here, like, have I seen an earthquake before, or like been around an earthquake before? Like this?
You haven't had an earthquake yet. You might not be aware that this is coming. Because earthquakes are not common in England. So this might be
I'll make this. Are they meant to be stamping that hard? The ground shaking. Is this normal? And I'm very worried.
Normal. It's kind of normal.
They don't do this back home. Like they're a bit more orderly and calm, I guess. I mean, it's but English people. Like,
how do you get anything done?
I mean, they get stuff done. It's just like not this shaky, you know.
Okay, so
as I'm trying to hold on to like a wall.
After this protest is done, can we sit down because I really want to understand better about how things are done there because I've been reading a lot about the movement in Britain and in the US and I feel like there are tactics we can use. So do you think I can
Yeah, sure. Of course. I'll maybe when it's a bit more quiet, like and less shaking.
As you say quiet, say quiet, Alicia just like there's like a whistle sound, like you can see not a whistle, but you can hear like and you can like hear the that's how powerful Mrs. Patel's voice is. You can hear the and her looking at you as if like we're about to start. She doesn't tap her watch, but you can feel it.
Okay, I have to go, and Alicia is very pointedly ignoring Rajiv's like disappointed face, and she's like no, just like
as you're doing that, he just goes, "Be careful."
Okay.
So DM, I mean GM, what do I get for 2 rupees in the stall nearby?
You get a couple. You get a couple of doses. Cannot guarantee their quality, but they're spicier than whatever you got from DC.
Finally, something good. 2 filter coffee as well. Give it in the glass, huh? What is this paper cups? What will happen? Just give it in the glass. Yeah, I'll take the container and bring it back.
Yeah, I think gives you the glass, like it shakes a little bit, so a little bit of like coffee like spills on your hand, but you don't drop it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Give the container the steel case. Give it. Yeah, I need a steel case. Yeah.
Yeah, he like passes the tiffin. Yeah, he gives it to you.
I need 2 more since you spilled.
You take it.
I need 2 more coffee. You spilled on my hand.
He looked very reluctant, but he's argued with you before, and it's a losing cause.
Same level. Good. Okay. And I move towards.
Yeah. You go. You take the food. We see Alicia's going to the the front where Mrs. Patil is, and she's going to talk. Is Garima following?
Yeah, I'll be following. Like
probably. Yeah. I see Garima, and I give all of them the hot glass of coffee around, and I pass it to Alicia as well with the dosa, with the parcel of chutney, and showing it off in front of DC. This is what you need for dosa.
I'm hiding my sadness when I see it.
It's all right, bro. You're cool. But bro, next time have something. I can't have nothing on the dosa. Something is good.
I'll do better next time.
Even salted water is good. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
yeah. As you're like hiding yourself, like Kaz does, not Kaz. We see that DC is aware some people are looking at him because on the one hand, like he stands out a little bit. He's a newcomer. He's only been here a week, and so on the one hand, he sticks out. Some people are like, "Ooh, interesting. Is that like a British boy? That's very interesting." Others like, "What's he doing here? What's he doing at this?" Right. So he kind of like stands out for like a few different reasons. Some good, some bad. Whether he wants to, do you want to be at the front of the crowd or like near the back?
I'd like to be unassuming, but I feel like being with Alicia, we would be pushed to the front.
Yeah, you're near the front, and there's like a makeshift little like podium where Alicia and Mrs. Patil are kind of like talking. So Garima is also there because she's been like following. It's like, Garima, it's so good to see you. It's always a delight to see you at these things. It's great for you to be here. And she says with complete sincerity in her voice, you have no idea she was talking shit about you a while ago.
About me or about Alicia?
No, she's talking to Garima, Mrs. Patil.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
To Garima.
She might not be here.
Thing is, he says net is being funny.
Yeah.
That is funny, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all right. We'll look back at that. So, the protest is about to start. Alicia's being fought to amp up the crowd and to and now Mr. Patil is spoken. Remember the cause. Now, for a short word from our young speaker, we have Alicia, and a lot of the crowd, especially younger women in the crowd, get really excited. You see some of them are wearing casual style similar to you. Feel like some of them do copy the way you look, the way you dress to a little extent, and then you get super excited. The volume increases a lot. You need to adjust your earbuds to DC needs to adjust his earbuds to cover it up a little bit. Yeah. What do you say to these guys?
So Alicia steps up and she takes the microphone, a little bit of feedback, and I would imagine there is no microphone. There's probably just like a bullhorn kind of thing. So she knows that she can't be she can't be super long and eloquent on this, and she doesn't have very much to say, so she will talk about how sisters, thank you for coming, thank you for being here. We need to make sure that we are one, to make sure that our voices get heard these men seem to forget that we are daughters and sisters and friends and mothers and lovers and all of these things, and they just don't listen to us, and we are people too. And she holds up her sign, which is women are people too. And if they were just listening to these women in the plot the same way they would listen to men, they would be safer. There have been hundreds of deaths that have been covered up, and the crowd's getting, I think, kind of aggressive and noisy in response.
Yeah.
And so she does like a call and response with them that she's done a few times. Like, what do we want? Equality. When do we want it? Now.
Equality. Now. Yeah.
And that's
why don't you roll a why don't you roll the first roll of the game, a create advantage roll, which is basically hyping up the crowd.
Amazing.
Tell us what approach you think applies here. Either sounds like maybe forceful or flashy.
I think this is forceful because it's very intentional. Like she's being very purposeful in this moment.
Exactly. It's in the heart. It's like passion. So yeah, the difficulty is 3. Let's see.
I got a -1. It's okay,
wow.
guys.
Okay.
First round of the game, we can only go up from here.
In before -2.
Do you want to spend a
I would
at the start of the game, everyone starts with 3 fate points. Do you want to spend 1 to reroll?
Yes, I would very much.
How
do I re-earn fate
pick one
points?
of your aspects.
Okay.
You gain fate points by relating to the troubles associated with your character. For example, if you have one like if an aspect acts in the negative way or gets you into trouble, you can gain a fate point that way. But you start off with 3. So if pick an aspect that is related to the cause or public speaking or something like that, and then you can either reroll or add +2.
Okay. So I'm just gonna use
I recommend that you roll
moment. Just to reroll. I got a 3 this time.
Excellent. Yeah, you start speaking, and the crowd is. What do you want the crowd to be? Do you want the crowd to be angry? Do you want to be pumped up? Do you want them to be emotional? What do you want them to be?
I want them to be angry.
Yeah, the crowd has the aspect, angry. They are angry. They are focused, and their full rage is aimed at these at all these gathered guys, especially the factory manager, who their group of men suddenly seem a lot smaller in the face of these passionate women who want to defend the cause. And you have and you can see Mr. Patel's like, oh, I think you may have got a bit too excited there. And they look like that, and they turn and they just start running. They start running. They start raising their signs. And the professor takes a step back. Well, he tries to act calm. The factory manager's in full retreat. Somebody save me! As suddenly these big guys, and it is just a clash of these guys. Who got swept up into this? Who got
I'm totally into it.
This,
I'm totally into it. So
people protesting.
I'm totally into it. I am ready to not for a fight, but to insult.
Yeah.
And I'm there to literally just break it up.
I've been pulled into it, so I'll fight. I'll fight for my friends.
Yeah. And Garima, are you staying out of this? Or you've been pulled? Yeah. You've been kind of brought in. There's big fights. There's big swings happening, and then suddenly the ground shakes again, and then keeps shaking, and it doesn't stop shaking. This is a much bigger shake than before. As things are going in, people are tripping, people are falling, and then suddenly there's the sound the earth cracking nearby, as a sound that a sound that Rajiv hasn't heard in a long time, as popping out of the ground this huge, large white worm erupts out of the ground as this creature, this huge curved creature with white skin that's white and pop that looks like it's almost as tough as iron, and it's just like twisting and turning. Its strange eyeless being just like turned on and opened this massive maw. Inside is not just a row of like a circle of teeth that spins as it's like going in, and this towering thing just comes in and just charges into the causing cracks in there. As you, Rajiv, recognizes this species of kaiju. This is one that's unique to India. It's called the Scolex, also known as the terrible Indian worm or the Indus worm. As you see this, you see this creature causing huge earthquakes happen as if people are like collapsing. It's not even aiming at you guys. It's just nearby and causing massive earthquakes. There is now earthquakes that are happening. There's like big cracks and people are in danger. And I'm going to need defend rolls to avoid, getting toppled and like falling down or like falling into these like rifts that are appearing in the ground. As like these rifts are showing up around, these things are coming near. We see people are getting in danger. What do you guys do when you like seeing that? I'm not gonna ask for the roll yet, but what do you guys do as you're seeing this happening?
I also scream and do this hug and scream situation with sort of that's his thing, and
we're both just shaking each other.
Yeah, we're just shaking and just go behind the auto and just peek out, to see what the shit is happening.
You gotta get underneath something quick, and I climb under.
Hey, the auto's not that big, dude. Auto's not that big, and I pull him out.
Rajiv's just yelling, going like, "Kids, stop hiding! Get out of here! Distance is what we need." And I'm just trying to pull all the kids and all, not just these guys, just pulling everyone back from clashing so they can see what's happening and just run, yelling across the stage, going like, "Alicia, get your people out of here!"
And it doesn't have to be told twice. That's exactly what she's trying to do, and just trying to corral everybody to leave the area, to run away.
I'm running and trying to just sidestep over wherever the triggers are happening, probably in a very clumsy fashion.
Just back.
So let's take. So let's take this in in segments. So first up, we have the two guys hiding beneath the rickshaw and then running away. Are you guys running away in the rickshaw? Are you using the rickshaw?
No, my friends are there. My friends are there, so I wouldn't run. I'm just hiding, waiting for my friends to come out, so that I can take the rickshaw with me. Just starting the rickshaw just in case, though.
Oh yeah, I could be helping and trying beckon Alicia and Rajiv to come to the rickshaw so we can leave.
All right, so you guys are in the rickshaw trying to get people to come towards you. Let's go. Garima and Rajiv are a little closer, so I'm going to need overcome rolls. So I'm going to basically need a roll to basically avoid, being tripped up or being lost in the crowd or that kind of thing. So what role do you think would you want to use to avoid getting trapped in this crowd or getting swapped up by these cracks in the earth?
Definitely careful.
What approach
he's
you
just
think
trying to he's being careful. He's trying to get people away, making them back up.
All right, difficulty 3. Let's get those careful rolls.
Trying to hold herself steady and avoid people. So.
All
right, 2 careful rolls. Let's see. 4, nice.
5.
Excellent. Oh God, you're extremely careful. You're able to avoid. You kept it near. You're able to gather and with ease, even to rescue some people. Someone who's about to fall in, you grab them and get them out of there. And thank you, doctor. And he recognizes this person as they're getting keeping them out, keeping them safe. You even but now we see Alicia. Alicia is trying to like get this crowd, safe, because this crowd is like in the middle of these like fight. Some of them are still throwing punches, but a lot of them are like terrified, they don't know what's going on. So there's like a lot of confusion, nowhere to go. It's not going pretty easy, and you can like see that this crowd needs some direction and what to do. Or you could just ditch them. It's entirely up to you, Alicia. Whatever you want to do.
No, I'm feeling very responsible for all of these folks, and I'm gonna start trying to corral them to like, no, get out of here. Like, this is, your lives are more important than the cause. Like, get out of here.
Okay. What approach you think that is?
I think that's again forceful.
Yeah, could be forceful. Yeah, because I could see an argument for that. All right, give that roll. Difficulty is.
Or do you feel like it might be quick because it's very much a reaction?
It feels. I think it feels like quick because you're trying. It's about speed. You're trying to get these guys to move. I can see an argument either way. I think either way kind of works.
I'm gonna roll quick because I already rolled folks. That's a 0.
Yeah, it's fair. It is a 0. So like some of these people are kind of listening. You're kind of like drowned out a little bit, and they like kind of get swapped up. Some people manage to like get away, but unfortunately, you suddenly see somebody is like trapped. There's this huge crack appears in the middle. Some of these guys get away. As you see, 2 people have kind of like fallen down, like in the cliff, and they're just like holding their hands up for help. And those ones would be Nithya and Mrs. Patil. Are both like holding down, trying to like, and they're like, yeah, and just like down there, just like holding up, like, help us, and just like just struggling. They're not right next to each other, so it's like basically you run for one, you won't be able to get the other one because you're only one person. What do you do?
I feel like Nithya is more capable of handling herself, so I'm gonna go to Sarojini and help her.
Okay.
Yeah.
God
damn it.
Yeah. I'm going to ask DC
Full
to sit next
telltale.
to me. Going to ask DC to sit next to me. They're taking too much time. Yeah. I'm. Shall we just go back and take them? I'll drive through the college. Fuck the worm. We'll drive through.
Are you sure? Like, I don't. Maybe
I'll
let me
drive.
safe.
I'll drive. You see me drive. I can get through a tiny
no.
traffic.
I think there's already enough risk with the way you drive. I think that we don't need any more. Surely.
Hey, you are alive. You are not in hospital. I have taken you every day, so it's fine.
Sometimes I feel like I already.
Right. Just trust me. And I start revving up my auto, going around and trying to grab as much of my the colleagues that I have as much as I can into the auto.
The members of your boarding house. Yeah, you go in, be able to like head forward.
I'd be helping if I can.
Yeah. Grabbing Karima, Rajiv, do you jump into the rickshaw?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Both of them, they jump into the rickshaw. Potentially more dangerous than the worm, some would argue. As you come forward to Alicia, who's able to like, and you're able to get Mrs. Patel out. She's like, thank you, babe. Thank you so much. As she's like going down, and then suddenly Nithya just like she's like scrambling, the earth kind of gives way a little bit, and she's like scrambling. So she's lower down than she was before, and she's like, it's like, let me go help the others with first aid. You should get out of here. Miss, and like Nithya's like, it's okay, it's fine. I can't. I'll be okay.
Do we see
the
her?
ground continues to shake as the skull of
Can I run? Is there any way for me to get up?
I want to just put a hand on Dhruva's shoulder and just be like, go there.
Yeah, like if I would.
And I just race.
Do you want to roll? Alright, you want to try and go get Nithya? That sounds like a quick roll. The difficulty is no, not you. You guys are in a rickshaw. You'll be fine. The question is, can Alicia get to Nithya? That is the question. Alicia, right. I'm going to need a quick roll.
Alicia, if you reach out, I'll hold you, and then you just try and grab, and then pull. like that you get more reach.
Oh yeah. If you want to go with the speed of rickshaw to kind of like help you out, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna ask. Let's see. I'm gonna ask DC to basically create an advantage. This is to create an aspect that can help someone else. This would be like a supporting hand. So like you're reaching out, you're going in. So whatever approach you think is you would call like helping someone out, like doing the leaning out move that we see in movies. Like
I think it'd be clever.
And then someone else grabs you. As we see in Lego Batman.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly
my
right.
quick roll was a 2.
So and you want me to roll
okay,
a clever
so 2.
on top of that?
Let's see what Kaz gets, because that might give you a bonus. So let's see what Kaz gets.
I got a 1.
Okay. Do you want to spend, the difficulty was 2. Do you want to spend a fate point to increase that, Kaz?
Yes, please.
Then that would become a success.
Yeah.
Okay. What aspect are you invoking to show? You have a help aspect or like a I'm smarty pants aspect or anything like that?
I mean, like I did
It's
study.
good to like name it for Twitch.
I mean, like I did go.
What's the name of the aspect you're invoking? I'm asking for Twitch.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, name the aspect. Name the aspect you're using.
Sorry,
clever. Twitch knows it.
Clever.
Okay.
Sorry, very sorry.
Not my question, but okay. So you're going in. I was like, what was the aspect? All right, we'll get to it. It's fine. This is the first game.
Sorry. No.
You go in with that bonus. Yeah. So with that, you have a helping hand. So you can increase your 2 to 4, Alicia, which means that you can go down and you grab Nitya.
Amazing.
Nitya has been grabbed and you're pulling her out, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, thank you for grabbing me. I was lying when I said everything was fine. Everything is fine.
I know.
Thank
I know.
you,
I'm
Alicia.
so sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
Get in.
Yeah, you're able to like get her out. You're like pull her out fairly safely. And like the rickshaw like goes around, like gets in safe, turns around a bit, and then the Scolex worm comes out even closer. It has destroyed the factory nearby, spreading these harmful chemicals out there all around, shaking wildly, smacking the ground, and then suddenly the earth tilts, and the rickshaw on its lovely wheels starts skidding down, hitting. And Alicia's not being hit; she's being like pulled because she's holding Kaz's hand, and like she starts falling down. You all fall down this rift. Nitya looks down, and she was able to like be pulled to safety. She's like, "Wait, no, Alicia, guys!" And then you guys go down into the rift, down into the earth, and that is where the intermission sign appears.
Yes.
We have. welcome back. We hope you got popcorn. We hope you had your libations. We're glad to see you as we return to the exciting adventures of the Blades of the Yanta. Last time, about 5 minutes ago, our heroes went careening down a rift opened up by the great Indus worm, a horrifying kaiju that's appeared and just caused all kinds of terror. Thankfully, you seem to have saved. Need to have saved Nitya, which is always great. Unfortunately, as you guys arrive, landing down at the bottom of this great, it is a deep. If you fall for a while down, like smash and smash, and then eventually, as you guys are tumbling down, like dark kind of like cavern, you realize the only thing that saved you is this unrealistically durable rickshaw. As you guys pulled yourself out of this.
The rickshaw
wreckage.
has the
DC!
Aztec plot
Rest in
armor.
peace, Otto Rickshaw.
Otto.
DC, I can't see, man.
No, open
think
your
I'm
eyes.
blind.
Open your eyes, Otto. It's
Why
okay.
is that open? I can't see anything.
Your glasses. Take your glasses off.
What glasses? Oh.
I take them the shade.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That was embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry, no one saw it. It's okay.
What the hell?
I'm just looking around. What do I see?
Yeah, this place is like deep, and you kind of went on the slant as you kind of like come down. As you look around, it's dark. There's only a little bit of like sunlight coming in. But as you like look around, this doesn't look like a natural tunnel. As you come in, it looks a little different from the others. It almost seems like this part of the tunnel that you kind of like went into. As you kind of look up, it's almost like you crashed through the roof of like a man-made tunnel. Like there's inscriptions and like carvings all around faintly, and like little like sections in the wall, like almost mosaic drawings, and like these little inlets where it looks like gems may have been one time, but they've been removed. As you can see, these like strange designs off down to the right. These like old style designs. Some of the writing is there. Seems to be in Sanskrit. Not yeah. As you're like wondering, you also knows that Kamira looks like she's been knocked unconscious.
Oh shit.
DC, is she
Uncle,
dead?
and like I check if she's breathing, and also
Mhm.
Yeah,
Karima.
I run up. Okay.
You.
Just pulling out my little tiny flashlight, checking the eyes, checking pulse.
Sure. Give me a clever roll. Try and like determine what's up with her.
2.
Yeah. Looking at doesn't seem to have a concussion. She just seems to have been like she was knocked out. Doesn't look like there's any like broken bones or anything to worry about that far, but she does seem a little like little out. She might wake up in a little bit by herself.
No broken
Probably
bones.
shouldn't
or
be left
anything.
alone. Nothing like that. No, doesn't seem that. No wounds, nothing like that. But you do realize something else. Someone who has suffered a lot more damage. The rickshaw. The wheels are gone, and like the sides thing, it needs to be fixed.
My baby!
Oh, Dhruv, I'm so sorry. No,
You
there's
from
some
what seems to be
funds.
about, can anyone calculate? Anybody who studied physics, please calculate.
There's some funds from the rally. I can help you get in. I'm so sorry.
I just gotta hug him and just hold him. It's okay.
Same.
Greatest tragedy. I'm just patting his shoulder from behind while these two are hugging him.
I
was
know.
like a child.
I know. We'll fix her soon. She'll be as good as new soon. Better even, maybe.
Better even.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can get you one of those disco balls. Put it aside.
Nice, comfortable seating
Well,
as
I didn't
well.
want to rickshaw.
Handrails.
Let me.
Some seatbelts, maybe. I don't know if like you can guys put those on.
Seatbelt.
yeah.
What is
Safety.
seatbelts?
Wait, give me a second. I got something for this.
What is seatbelts? Yeah, seriously. What is
see-
seatbelts?
It's a belt that goes around, keeps you in the seat.
Sounds
You
like
have
a
rods
very
for that. I mean, she
sounds
gets
like a
beautiful
British
rods for
thing.
that. Oh
Nope.
no.
They exist. We just don't use them. But
I'm in pure shock and confusion right now.
right now, we do have to look after this 1.2 Camilla.
Guys, Dosa's destroyed.
The ruin remains, the splash
chutney
remains.
spilled. There's no point. Otto, there's no point crying off a spilled chutney.
The chutney is also spilled.
It was just dosa food.
Well, I'll make you some more when we get home or something. Or you can make some more.
There's a slightly worse news. The coffee's gone as well.
Oh.
Oh my god!
If there is God, I don't believe in right now. I really don't believe in right now.
Okay, so we need to get out of here.
How in this pit?
What even is this place, though? I mean,
first of all, how did we survive? I mean,
What the hell was that worm?
and you see, like, Rajiv's face stiffen a little, and, like, with 1,000-yard stare, he just goes, "That was a kaiju."
What's
That
a
was-
kaiju?
Kaiju is well known in the world.
Oh, I see it. Never.
Yeah, kaiju are well known. Maybe not this exact, but you may not have met one, but it is like it's been a problem since 1947.
Right. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Rescind
Yeah,
that question
I
then.
thought they were removed from the world.
That was
from
an
the
Indus
universe.
worm.
Yeah, I thought they were removed by some place called, what was it? The place where you were, DC. What was the place
England?
you came from? No, the other place. What is it called? What is it? The where the England went and also occupied, just like us. Where was it?
Well, this
After
could
5
take all
minutes
day.
of listing countries.
This could take all day.
Because this.
We keep going, like each country he keeps listing each country.
Yeah,
Like United States. Yeah, that one. That one.
I'm not
Keep
from
going to the Commonwealth.
I'm not from the United States.
I thought you were from there. My bad. But yeah, I thought they removed everything because apparently everything hits over there, it seems.
Actually,
No,
Rajiv,
they're
I was
quite
wondering
real.
about this. So meta question here for Tan Fighter. Given Rajiv's like perception of Alicia, do you think she calls him uncle like reverentially, or do you think she calls him Doc irreverentially?
I mean, it would be. I think it would be Doc in most cases, unless it's like something serious or bad happened, and
Right.
softens
If
to an
she's
uncle.
trying to like manipulate you into saying yes, she'll
Basically.
call you uncle.
Basically.
It's generally Doc. Okay. All right. Thank you. Just to clarify.
As this is all, as like I'm listing through the countries, I would go over to the Sanskrit writing and like try wipe away to have like a look at it. Although I can't read Sanskrit, so I'd ask.
I'd go to read it.
As you like put your hand to it and like wipe it away, it like shines. As you like almost like removing a dust and like
Bro,
shines a little bit.
Get away.
And the shine kind of like extends further down the tunnel, down to your right towards the heading further until like comes to the end of this like large tunnel where there is like a big black door that's just carved. That seems to be carved up. It's like black with these like green overlays, almost like it's made out of obsidian, but the green metal it's hard to tell from this distance, but it seems to be like in the shape of a woman, maybe a goddess with 8 arms.
Yeah, that is not creepy at all. Okay, that is not creepy at all. What is this place?
I mean, it's
Would I recognize any of these depictions?
Yeah.
This is good. Honestly, the person who would know is Garima because she's an anthropology student.
Is it like?
Do you want to wake her up and see if she knows?
Would I know based on the figures? Whatever.
You can give me anyone can try. The clever roll is a difficulty. It's going to be difficulty 4 because none of you are like specialized in this information. So
right.
Oh wait, it's clever. Okay.
I'm gonna try, but I'm just gonna mention like aren't like statues like this upstairs as well? Because I assume like this is just like a statue of like some god or
I do
an
not
aspect.
It's at 2 for me, so
no, this was not covered.
As well.
That's it. So no one got a 4.
combined we do, but no.
I don't
I'm a
even think
-1.
combined.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think we're more
Intelligence.
even combined.
One mind,
God,
people,
Megan
one
Silverstein.
mind.
What you do recognize is that this art is like it's not. You don't see like art like this around. It's like it's very old style. It's like not like oh I recognize this thing. It's like oh it's almost like from somewhere else. But it's like it's definitely like Indian, but it's not like art. Indian art looks different in different parts of like the country.
I
It's like
immediately
it doesn't
remove
look
my
like
slippers.
local art or something like you might have seen like a temple. So
I
it
immediately remove
stands
my
out.
slippers and keep it in the auto rickshaw.
This looks like the kind of stuff that Sarojini ma'am sometimes talks about, like sacred feminine and stuff. I don't know. I never paid much attention to it, but
Yeah, we all need to listen in
this
class.
looks like some. I don't know. These look like some kind of goddess things, but I don't know. She's a lot more in tune with that stuff than I am.
Door's about 7 foot, almost 8 foot tall, and this goddess kind of takes up almost the entire door. She's just like there in this like lotus position, and her arms are in. They're holding different weapons. Some of them are like holding weapons. Some of them are holding like a fan. Some of them, one hand is like holding outwards, downwards. Basically, there's no doorknob on this door, but they're just like looking forward with their like blank eyes.
Yeah, you're right. This looks like a goddess of some sort, but not sure what it is.
And why
Yeah.
is it under the university?
It's it's near the factory. You guys fell the distance. The university is some distance away.
Yeah.
What's happening with the worm right now? Has the worm like gone?
Are we feeling the earthquakes from above?
Yeah.
As you say that, there is like a little bit of like shakes, like
on the wall.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of like shakes, and actually like saying that the hole that you guys came down, where there's like this large slanting thing, there's it shakes and then suddenly there's like collapsing of rock, which covers up that hole. Meaning that the only light in this room is the light that's like glowing from these like walls and the door. This strange golden green light.
Holy shit, guys!
When I go to hold the wall, I don't realize how close I am to the statue, and I would have grabbed that.
Oh, the door?
No,
like the relief in.
Yeah,
The
the green figure. Yeah.
Yeah, the green figure is like built into the door. It's not like a statue; it's like a relief.
Oh yeah.
But like, so you like grab onto it.
Yeah. I just.
Yeah, as you just grabbing randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So you just grab it randomly. I just like hold it, and it's warm. Like there's like a not like hot, but just like this like gentle like warm. That's like kind of just coming. They're not burning your hands or anything, but you just feel it.
I touched the wall, the stone wall, and is it like that? I assume that's just cold.
Yeah, like what's it called? There's the wall to the side where all this like strange designs are on this light. It's mostly cold, but when you like put your hands over like the glowing bits, there's almost this like static feeling, like this little electric feeling that you kind of like feel.
Uncle, you wouldn't know if there's any like electricity running underground or anything, right? There's
not this far down, as far as I'm aware. However, I don't see a way out of where we fell in, and that creature is probably still up there.
We need to get up there if only to save everyone else and let people know this is coming.
We'll have to look for an exit then, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Alicia starts looking around for anything that looks like something that can be moved, or like a doorway or a passage, or like anything that's not just like.
Yeah. You could push. Rajiv, you push against the black door, and it's like it's there, but it's like heavy, and you're gonna need some help to do it. Alicia, you look around. There was the way you came in, but that's been like collapsed down. The rocks have kind of covered it, so you can't go back that way. At the end of this tunnel, there is only this like strange black door with this strange design that Rajiv is kind of like pushing against. That seems like the only way forward.
Rajiv uncle, should I push as well?
Yes, help me, kids.
I'm not strong. I'm only
while
fast.
they're doing that, I'm actually gonna go over to the Sanskrit writing and take a look as well, because like And like you can let me know how much in-world knowledge I have about this, but I know that like meta, I know the script for Hindi and Sanskrit are very similar.
Sure.
Even though like the meanings of the text are
Yeah.
completely different. So would I be able to at least read what it says? Like, can I sound out the words?
I will as you're like kind of reading it, trying to understand it. I'll let you sound it out. Or if you want to spend a fate point, I'll say that you understand what the words mean based on like you spending time with Mrs. Patil. Like Mrs. Patil, you've seen something like this in Mrs. Patil's. If you were willing to do that.
I'll totally spend a fate point.
So now, as you're like doing this, you're like looking there, and you kind of like get this image as you're trying to like decode it, and it seems to be these words are kind of like describing something from far. A few words that are unusual, but you kind of like figure out together. These ones are, you see the word Yavanas, Romavisya, and it seems like Romavisya is what back in the 4th century, you like notice that they are what they would call the Greek Roman Mediterranean area. That's like what that area would be called. And Yavanas would be a Greek speaker. And it seems to be like image of like someone running away with something, an image of a man running away from something from Romavisya, and then being cut down by these strange angles. Like these are like men, but they're like drawn with triangles on, and they're quite tall, cutting this man down. And then a smaller figure, painted like almost like small childlike figure, picking up the bundle and then like continuing onwards until it comes to this image, which you recognize is like some older version of how they would represent the Buddha. As you kind of see that, and then this figure seems to have made something. Dozens of women, or not women, these are godlike beings, similar to the one on the door. And as you see, these words are written underneath it. As you're just kind of looking at it, you recognize the words a little bit, as you recognize that the words are spirit movement machines, or Bhuta Vahana Yanta. Bhuta Vahana Yanta. Do you say it out loud, or do you keep it to yourself?
I definitely say it out loud. And I will take the impulsive part of my impulsive activist, and that's the aspect I'm using in this moment.
Sure. You say that out loud, and these men who are like pushing against, like all our strength, all that, and then the door suddenly, as she says this word, the door suddenly bloom, zoom, and then the door just kind of like retracts down, and you guys just fall down.
I'm fine. Glass is fine. I'm good.
Did I do that?
What did I do?
Dang.
No, it was me. It was me. Obviously, it was me. What are you talking about? I'm strong. Can't you see?
He just looks at Alicia, just nods. Well done.
I would have sneezed.
Like
I as I sneezed IRL, I sneezed in character as I crossed through the threshold. And as soon as I have, I just instinctively just go to sit on the floor for a second. Like, give me a minute, please.
So I'm gonna let them know what I've found here and sort of like describe the scenario that's depicted.
Sure. As you described that, you actually can see the room that's in there, and it is a large round room, and you can see there are this room that's glowing. As you feel like this, there's like a center point, sort of like a square, like a rectangle made of I'd say ivory, just like there, as it's glowing. It seems to be like glowing with this like warm heat, this like energy sort of like coming in this like this rectangle, and surrounding it in this like about 20 by 20 foot room. You see these like this room that's huge, 25 feet tall, 30 feet tall, built into these walls. You see these 5 large statues. I say statues, but these are clearly designed to look like statues, much like the women up front. They are made of metal. They are these strange, beautiful metal, ornamental design. All of them are gray, at their heads are tilted forward. And like, but you see that in these like pillars, this looks like space for more of them. But it doesn't seem. There only seem to be these 5. You notice like these seem to have like damage, not just like wear and tear from age, but like marks, like a sword hit one. There's like cracks in the sides. These like 5 just all facing around, their heads tilted, like aimed at this rectangle up front, just like placed there. And you see like at the image at the bottom, there seems to be like the symbol that you recognize of like the you recognize from outside, the symbol of the Buddha.
Well,
Do I recognize the script from my heritage?
Is your heritage? Is your family Buddhist?
No. Do I recognize the script at least in Sanskrit?
You know that it's Sanskrit, but it's very old and it's a strange variation of it. But you have been told the whole thing by Alicia. Alicia's told you like the symbol, like, oh, that's the symbol for Buddha and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So you have that knowledge. So you know that's like the same symbol for Buddha that was used outside.
I have not seen this before. Be careful. I mean,
I don't think anybody's seen this before.
I'm gonna get up.
These like
after
tanks.
God, they're so impressive.
I'm gonna get up off the ground and just be like very much.
I help him up. Dude, that looks so big.
Do you think we can get in them?
Is that safe?
We can probably get in them. I mean, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. Like,
How do you even know those things move?
I don't know. It's been down here for at least a few centuries. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Opening doors. I mean, I open the doors. The lights.
We're already gonna die down here, dog.
There is a similarity to a new invention that's come out of Japan called like mecha, which are like giant robots. They are like similar size, but these ones don't have an obvious cockpit, and they are clearly hundreds of years old, maybe thousands of years old. Well, mecha are a brand new invention, at most 10 years old.
I'm
Right.
go to
And
the
there's no
ivory
obvious
table.
cockpit.
I'm just going to be careful, and I'm going to be making sure I don't touch anything else weird.
Sure.
But definitely go to the most obvious one.
Yeah. So, DC, you said you were going to the table, and Alicia said you were going to touch one.
Yeah. I'm gonna get as close to it as possible. Like, Doc, help me up, and I'm gonna try and like and talk him into letting me like get on his shoulders and like get a higher.
We're gonna die.
You can only get up to like its waist. The waist, if you like stretch your hand very high. Meanwhile, up as we see DC getting close, you see that this isn't just like a rectangle. You can see it is the equivalent like an open sarcophagus. As you then look inside, there is a figure inside that seems to be emitting the glow. This is a small figure, about 5'2". This strange turquoise blue figure, just like hold on, and it's like it's almost like it's made of. Sometimes like it made some kind of metal, almost like as you look at it, it's got this like design into it that's like kind of looks like a unibrow across its front. He's like black. Its eyes, they seem to have like developed like eyelids, look like a statue or like a puppet as you kind of look at it. And it's kind of like curled up into like resting, like into resting position, just leaning back. And yeah, this seems to be like emitting this kind of glow.
Imagery wise, does it like remind me of anything? Because like I see similarities in the imagery of it, but I'm not sure if like I would know myself.
I mean, the only thing that looks similar to like this design, it looks a little bit like the figure that's like drawn outside, like the one that was like the small childlike figure that was like carrying the little package across and was building the these goddess statues. But besides that, it doesn't look. What do you think it could be? Like with your out of character knowledge, what do you think?
Like I thought it was in like it was referencing like Hindu god or something. Like that's like with
there's
the
definitely
unibrow. Like that was why.
There's definitely some Hindu design in there. Definitely something like that. Yeah.
I think it's dead bodies.
Yeah. It also does not look like any. It does not look like the Buddha. Like any depiction of the Buddha, it does not really look like that. No round belly. It doesn't look like, and it doesn't look like a corpse. That's the thing. It looks like a machine part.
I'm gonna like. It looks like a machine. Did you say?
It looks like a puppet or a statue or something like that. Like beautifully crafted.
Yeah,
it definitely doesn't look like a person.
I'm just gonna like touch its face and just like.
Dude, what if it's a god?
Okay, so
as you say, I touch the face.
Yeah, you touch it.
I would like to imagine I would touch it as soon as Alicia also touches the statue.
Yeah.
So it's like
your hands like touching. So like, as you touch it, there's this. You feel this warm glow, and it feels like you're touching like a person. It's like that human heat as you're like feeling this like warmth coming off it. And like as Alicia's touching hers, there's like a glow. There's like suddenly this glow from where she's touching it, and it's just like she like feels this energy like within her. She like herself like there's an energy from within her, and the area she touches turned into this like beautiful like pink. There's like a pink handprint that's kind of like going there, and then suddenly the figure just eyes open wide, these big black no pupils. This thing, I just like looks up and just like looks up startled, looks up, and then immediately says, "It's like, Imai Xenios, Imai Xenios," and just like looks at you, looks terrified, and is just backing away.
It's fine.
Back away.
And put my hands up in what I hope is a universal symbol for "we're not here to hurt you."
Easy, are you dead? You touched it. Are you dead?
No, I'm fine. I go to touch him.
Okay, good.
It's me, Dora. It's my hand. It's okay.
Okay. I think the goddess is scared. I mean, the goddess is freaking out. I hear voices.
Yeah. This strange. It's a genderless, like mechanical living, hard to tell, just looking you, and like its unibrows like looking and it's like going up and down, almost like a sound wave. It's just like going up and down, like staring at you, and says like, "Indos."
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I look
Deepa.
back.
Oh.
Alicia.
It's like it starts saying some more words, and it starts doing this like gesture, and like.
My name is Alicia, and
I am Rajiv.
We are trying to get out. There was an Indus worm.
As you speak, it starts vibrating, and then there's a firm line. It's like, translation achieved. Perfect. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I said, "Hi, I'm Tokum. Please don't kill me."
What
the fuck is a token?
I'm Tokum.
Good to meet you.
We need more information. What are you?
Please don't kill me.
Do you know what a Skolex is?
He looks at you. He's like, I have no weapons. How would I kill you? And then he says like,
I have no weapons.
Oh, are you? Oh, good. Are you? I was worried. I thought you were. I thought you were here because of King Ahsoka. That's a relief.
I'm like, what?
Who's King Ahsoka?
Don't worry, Deepak. I'll explain later.
I'll let
Deepa uncle.
Okay. Okay. Might be. Alicia knows because I'm gonna let that fate point flag. King Ahsoka was a king from the years 273 to 232 BC. Yeah. So that's old. Like, and he's like looking at it. He's the king of this like region. This part of like like his capital became like was his capital at some point.
It's been a few thousand years, Tokum.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Was King Ahsoka trying to kill you?
Oh, well, kind of.
Why?
He like looks around and he looks very saddened at the statue. It's like, only 5 left.
How many were there?
2 dozen? And it looks up. King Ahsoka. We made these.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm being very rude. And he like looks very ashamed of himself. It says like, my name is Tokum. I am a Yantakara. That is his eyebrow wiggles again. Robot maker. Yes.
You're a robot maker.
Yes, I make these beautiful machines in the style of the Douvri. I think he points at all of them around.
Like a mechanic?
Spell goddesses. What's a mechanic?
Someone that fixes machines.
Someone that makes and fixes machines.
Finally, yes.
I can do it.
I'll bring my baby right now.
Yeah. Oh no, but the big rocks in front of
no,
it.
the rocks didn't hit it. So it's a still
it was on this side.
Yeah, like the rocks were behind us. So neither the rocks nor
Okay,
Garima are
okay.
hurt. Yeah.
Can you fix my baby out? Like she's broken.
Okay. Sure. I'm not a pediatrician, but okay. I'll
No,
fix
no,
your
no,
baby.
No.
It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
like this.
All right. So he like looks at you. So who are you guys?
We, as I said, we're just people who live here, and there's a Skolex up there. We kind of fell down here, and we're looking for a way out, and maybe to stop the Skolex.
Skolex? That's a mythological monster. I thought that was a monster of myth. They're real? Oh my.
Yeah.
You learn a new thing every day.
And same. What was the purpose of these robots?
He like looks at them. These beautiful yantas. Looking at them. I created them as my last warning of my dad. He died to get this knowledge to India, and I helped create these to protect the body of the Buddha. Yeah.
Of the Buddha.
Yeah, Aja Sutra. I made it for him, but then when it was coming my time, I decided to make myself a body because I felt after a long time I felt more comfortable this way. You know, being a boy is just too much trouble. You know, it never felt right. And he's like,
Well,
he
good for you.
like jumps up and his legs have little springs in it, so he's like boing boing.
Good for you, bro. Good for you. Whatever you are. Yeah, token. Appreciate for what you are. Can you fix my auto rickshaw now?
Have you dragged it to him?
No, I am not strong enough.
Okay.
It's broken. We need you to.
Sure.
You have to come.
We can figure that out.
Wait, before you do that, what are? I mean,
you hungry?
What are these things, and can you help us get out?
Oh, okay. He like points at it. These yantas are designed after the five protectors, the spell goddesses. Looks at all and says they were designed with the idea of having a partner who would share their soul, and so that they could protect the Buddha's body for forever. But
what do you
looks
mean
like
share their soul?
Oh, if you can, they were designed to have a partner that they would be able to command them as they like share their soul
like
with
a
the being.
Human partner?
Ideally. I don't think they work well with raccoons.
So you're telling me a ghost is going to inhabit my body? Yeah, I'm just going to get my auto rickshaw right now.
There's no. These spirits have long gone. Look, they're default, and the spirits have long left to achieve reincarnation.
Do they work still?
I'm sure they're not working. What the heck? And he looks at the one that you've touched, Leisha, and there's like the pink symbols. Like, oh my god, someone touched it. Oh my god, it's accepting a partnership. Oh, I thought they weren't working anymore. This is beautiful news.
It's accepting a partnership?
Are they safe?
I'm sure they're safe. Look at them.
I mean, it looks like a sarcophagus.
Heavy machinery is.
Yes,
it's as safe as anything else.
And I'm pretty sure something like this would need a license. Isn't that right, Token?
Hey, listen, you can get by without a license. Just telling you, huh?
I don't know what a license is, but any knowledge I have is several thousand years out of date. So I don't think I can help you there.
Can you leave this place?
I guess. Possibly I could leave this place. I don't know where I'd go.
Things are working.
They
can come with
work.
us.
Oh yeah. Yes.
We can come out of this place, and then you can repair them over time, since that's your thing.
And fix my baby too.
Okay, let's look at you. Okay, and he starts like going over. His legs extend a little bit, go-go gadget style, to get over. And he says like, "Oh, found him!" And he like brings over. These are your babies, right? And he holds up Garima and also the rickshaw. You guys,
could you drop the girl, please?
Although if you could fix her, that would be great.
I don't think we
instead of
want
Garima,
the
we're just going to have
specialist
hug
fix
the
the
auto
person.
rickshaw instead.
Leave that to me, maybe.
He should look. Yes, well, if you guys partner with the Yanta and become spirit partners to it, you'll be able to command these incredible machines, and if there is a mythological giant worm creature that you guys have to deal with, I hope that's not true. I hope that was a figure of speech. But but they are able to defeat almost any foe if you become partners with it.
How do you bond with them?
Well, you've kind of started. If you put your hand on, and you can see like the pink mark that's there, it's like slowly starting to like fade a little. But if you put your hand to it and just let it accept it, and say bond to the Yanta, you should be able to share your spirit with it and be one in spirit with the machine.
Alicia's gonna go over and then again pointedly ignoring what she knows is behind her, which is Raji's disappointing face. But we'll go up to the machine and then put both hands on the machine and close our eyes and sort of like look over and then close and say, I accept you.
Yeah, that's how possession starts. I need to get out.
When you say
I'm in the middle of something.
Honestly, we need to live. And I'm using my aspect haunted by his past to find a way to finally protect someone. And he's gonna go up to one of them and put his hand on it.
Yeah, you grab one.
Once, Alicia, I agree with you.
You press it.
Thank
and
you, Uncle.
You see,
everybody doing this?
You see that the pink marks are growing. You see where Rajiv puts his hand on. A black mark seems to be growing. It's ebony color, just like seems spreading over this kind of machine. And it's just like going, and you can feel like again this like call, like, do you accept a bond with the Yanta? It's kind of like echoing in your body.
I accept.
And there's like a glowing light around Alicia and Rajiv. The glowing light, and they sort of become their colors. They become pure pink energy, pure black energy, and then just go into the machine, which shines. It takes on that color, and then the machines shift and change, start adjusting and changing their form slightly. Alicia, what does the machine look like now as it switches from default?
So it is. Well, it's still towering. And it hasn't changed in size, but the it takes on almost a humanoid form, with a discernible head and arms and legs, and it has these big and the pink that's emanating is not this sort of pastel pink, but this kind of deep, rich, almost a crimson kind of pink. And it's these huge sort of almost pauldrons, but they come down to what would be elbows. And same thing, you have greaves that show up on the legs, as well as like covers on the hip and a chest plate, all of which just sort of seem to appear from this relief, and they extend forward in each of these areas, and they take on that same deep pink.
And we also, as people, Rajiv, what does your mech switch from default?
So it also starts to look like a black humanoid, and it has these, silvers and gray streaks all over it, and you see like more armor forming as it becomes like a little heavier set and heavier armored, and it has like these two almost like depictions of a wing-like bezel kind of like going off the shoulders, and the head, the face itself is just this like no nonsense, like flat eyebrows, slightly grumpy face, and yeah.
Excellent. So that's forming. As these like figures like show up in front of you, you guys look down, and you are now towering over your friends in these strange new metallic bodies. But it's like you don't feel slow; you feel as fast as in human. In fact, even faster than normal.
Where did she go, bro? She's gone. She's not here. What did you do?
As Otto's trying to like reach for me, I have already moved away. And like I'll turn back and no, it's okay. I think it's going to be okay. As I touch one, and then I just say,
Fine, fuck it.
hello. I just ask it hello.
And then you like feel a little bit like a nervous, equally as nervous as you. Hello, back. A cautious one, like tentative, like hopeful, but also like, but also curious.
I meant to say I'm bonding with you. My name's Deepa, but you could call me DC.
And you can feel this intense sense of just like accepts. It didn't just like say DC. It says like you feel like this machine knows you, knows the Deepa, knows the DC, and it's just as you feel you becoming this white light and going into machine, you feel like this is like the most accepted you've ever felt, as you felt this like sense of belonging. This is a machine and a being that accepts all parts of you. Like it knows you more than anyone else possibly knows. But back in England, back here, this being knows you and accepts and just loves you entirely for everything that you are. And what does it look like as it switches from default mode?
It's humanoid, and it takes the form of a Buddhist statue as well. And like in places it's almost, it is still like machine, but like in place, like it looks almost like crumbling stone in a few places, as if it's just like from wear and tear, and like the places that like are like being held together, like the joints and the hinges, like they it's like Magitech vibes is the way I would describe it, and like with like diamond or like jewelry that is like diamond like a diamond necklaces adorn the statue with the metal is ice white and gray, and there's like a gray there's a skirt and the mantelpiece that like gives floral patterns with tiger stripes across plating.
Wonderful. And this figure just like appears as now the only ones who are not, and now all that's left is Otto and the unconscious Garima and Tokum, all just like staring at their three friends who've turned massive.
Oh god, creepy. But if that's what gets us out, I'll do it. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me.
Yeah, you touch it and you just like feel the energy. It's like there, and this is like tentative, like is that an exception? Yeah, close enough. And then you just start glowing this like yellow khaki color as you goes into this machine that takes a slightly different form from the others. What does the mode look like?
I open my eyes and I see a goat, and I'm confused. Huh?
No.
A goat is it has the figure of like horns on the statue, and it has on like it's like the skull shape that you immediately recognizes that of the goat, but it is yellow in color. It's sort of a nimble outfit. You could see it's far more streamlined than the other mechs over there, and it is more agile in a way. It seems very light in its plates, the way how it's placed. It seems very flexible as well.
Nice. Yeah, this flexible. You find yourself in this flexible goat form. Like you look down, like you are this goat, as you can see the strange, this unusual form you've taken, and you can feel like this energy. You have never this filled with pure Chennai energy.
No. Oh god.
Wow.
Your
Okay,
Chennai energy's a vibe.
goat.
Just saying.
Speaking of the goat, no. Okay. I guess it makes sense. All right. Okay. Back to human voice. Please don't possess me. I'm in control. Please.
What what is? Can we see like his mech doing anything?
What is the mech doing?
The mech is also imitating my actions. Like it's towering around. Like.
Also, what do we see when we're inside now, like around us?
Oh yeah, as you're like towering, you're a better.
What's our UI like?
You see, it's almost like you have human eyesight. It's just kind of like looking down and then, like you just see each other. When you look at each other, it's like this little like pop up that kind of like comes in. Looks mixture like tech and mystical of just these like words appearing in different languages before it settles, and it says like ally protector, like ally protector, and then looks down as the looks at a little token. It says like creator, and it's like looks down like, and then Garima, it says unconscious. Friend? Question mark.
Nice to meet you. Why am I goat? Why am I a goat and everybody else out there is freaking humanoid?
I'm gonna like when
reflects what we are, doesn't it?
And I'm a goat.
Goats are pretty great, Dhruva.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry.
Aren't you a quick
I'm
lad?
gonna like seeing Otto like struggling with this. I'm gonna first like look down at Karima and then like think no that is a friend. There's no question that's friend.
Becomes exclamation point.
Excellent. And then
also, can my mech have like a safety compartment that I can put Garima in?
Yeah,
it's a little med bay.
Like just an arm opens up. I just like okay, gentle, and then I just close.
It's like on like some of the swords where like there's like a sword in the leg. This is just like for people to like.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will be decked out, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So Chirag, I have a question. As we're talking, like, does it sound like we're just like talking, or is it like in our heads, or like what does this sound like?
Oh, when you guys are speaking, like your voices come out, like you can like hear each other like speaking. There's a little bit of an echo to it, but it sounds like your voices. It's a bit louder because you're bigger, but it does sound more or less like your voice. Does sound more or less like your voices as you're like speaking.
Right.
And
Are all
like,
of you kids all right?
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome. Can you hear us?
Oh yes, I can hear you guys. You're great. Don't worry, I'm used to the loud noises. This is amazing. Cool. And he looks down at like he says like and he's there. He's got a little mechs he says hands like turn to little tools. He seems to be doing something with the auto rickshaw. Like excellent. So if you guys are active, then that means you'll be able to you should be able to get out. We set up by the roof section to kind of open up and allow the mechs to leave if they need to go outside for any reasons.
Things fly
before.
Oh no, they just jump very high. Well, actually, your model might. I don't know. I don't know if your models can fly. Checking. Some of the models do take on different forms. If there's an animal that really resonates with that being's identity, looks at all of you. I don't know why you are a Nilgritaha. He says, pointing at the goat. But if that means something to you, excellent. It is just as effective as any others. But yeah.
I would go to Otto before he even asks his question. It's okay to be. I'll get down on my knees and like it's okay to be a goat because it means you're the greatest of all time.
Can you scratch my throat, please? It feels itchy. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yes.
Also, you are much bigger now. Be careful not to crush any innocents.
Okay. Oh, that's a good advice.
I'm still hungry for a dosa or crust.
The building starts to shake again. As like it starts going, as you realize the earthquake. The was like, oh, okay, you were not joking. Yep. You were not joking. Yes, I think you'll be able to like get out. Let me set this up. Start pressing something down in this little rectangle. Like big circles start to appear, basically where the statues were placed, where these yantas were. As you can kind of see it, there's like, okay, I can set things up. So to let you guys get out of here, I'll look after her because being inside a mech is not the safest place for an unconscious person. So I'll look after her.
No shit.
I thought you were coming with us.
Oh yes, I'll be on my way.
How do we use these?
Oh, just think. Hold on. He said he starts pressing something in his thing, initiating, and there's like wiggling, unibrow appears again. And so this like, can you all hear me? And you kind of like get this little chat voice like right next to you as if he's like by your ears. I'll be able to communicate with you guys from down here. Don't worry, I have a plan. And he's like pulling out some gears on the rickshaw. Don't worry, we'll be up in a second. But if you note, I think that thing's going to destroy the temple.
Which what?
Temple?
This one.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
The earthquake's going to get us, I think.
I'm going to use my goat legs and try to grab purchase onto any rock formation and climb up.
Yeah.
Think
As you
that you're
guys,
craving the mineral.
I did what?
No, it's a goat joke.
Okay.
Bro,
He does that.
I think you can jump.
Yeah.
You don't need to climb.
And he's already climbed, but the rest of you who are just preparing to jump, the area underneath starts to glow, and then suddenly, as it jumps, you kind of feel like gravity kind of disappears, and then you're propelled upward, high speed, just like think Voltron as they're like going through their tubes to the mech, except you are the mechs as you guys are shooting up, as fast as you can. Eventually, even that bit hits our goat mech, and just also shoots him up. And suddenly, boom, 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 four
grab
mechs.
onto him.
Who am I grabbing on? Who am I grabbing on?
Yeah,
I'll grab you.
Okay.
You land.
Oh, definitely not creepy at all. Oh no.
Yeah, they all just start landing, and you arrive on the top of this. You're some distance away from like the factory. You weren't right underneath it. You were a little bit away as you guys just kind of like pop out, and you can see people are running, people are panicking. Everyone's like scared as this Skolix one is just like turning around, it's just screaming as like gas goes down its side, and it is angry. It's angry as heck, and like lots of people are in danger, and it's getting closer and closer to the capital, the main city. People are just like, they don't seem to have noticed you because they're mainly focused on running away from the current giant creature.
Do we have weapons?
As you think weapons, suddenly, are you? You hear like tokens. Let me access those for you. And then there's like an option, it's like access, and it says like summon weapons, and then you see like your options for weapons there. When you click summon weapon, what shows up?
For now, he's gonna pull out the piece. His leg opens up as he pulls out a very, very fancy-looking pistol.
Nice.
Amazing.
Excellent. I have given you guys 4 approaches. The mechs will use your approaches, but I've also added mech aspects. So you have a mech character sheet where you can check Roll20, which means you can use those aspects if you want to. Yeah. For this one, if you have a mech aspect that you think applies to this situation, you'll be able to spend fate points to gain a bonus, but you get to use it the first time for free. So the first time you use that aspect, you don't have to spend a fate point to gain that bonus, either a +2 or a reroll. But those images aren't the actual images, just like placeholders. But
I like mine.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Yeah. I just like pull out the gun and I'm like, all right, you overgrown worm piece of shit, and I just take a shot.
All right, so we are going into combat. So the combat in Fate is popcorn initiative, which means whoever starts, they get to decide who goes next. Either it can be any of their friends, it could be the enemy, and then that person decides who goes next. And then whoever ends the round decides who starts the round. The only thing to be careful about is like if a bad guy ends the round, they can make themselves start the round, which means they could go twice. So just keep that in mind.
I love popcorn initiative.
Great. So you're up first. You're aiming your pistol. You're firing at this thing as it's like turning around, endangering people, going a bit mad and with chaos. There is destruction all around. There's panicked people as well as an aspect, and there are craters, cracks in the ground where it's like cause seen. You aim and fire.
Yeah.
Roll whatever approach you think is appropriate.
This would be forceful. What do I add? Because the mech stats don't have any pluses?
Yes, that's the thing. As I mentioned, each of them has a free invoke, which is basically like a free +2 or a reroll, which you can choose to use at any time if it's related to if you think that aspect is related to it. Each of you also has a glitch, which is the equivalent of a trouble. It's like something your mech's not as good at. We can discuss the exact nature of the glitch after the session. But that's what we've got for now. So if you think any of your aspects will give you a bonus, you can declare that after you've rolled.
I rolled a -2.
On what approach were you using?
Forceful.
Okay. Yep. All right. That makes sense.
Then I use a fate for a reroll, or like
you can use it
for adding.
Yeah, you can use a fate point, or you can you can use a fate point, or you can use one of these invokes for free.
All right. Fate point goes from me, right?
Yes, fate point goes from you.
Yeah, I'll do a reroll because a -2 is not good. All right, a 1, and this would be Knight of a Mech aspect, as he's just like taking the Vanguard.
Are you spending a fate point, or are you using the free one? You can do both if you want to have mate under 3 instead.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you're using both. So 1 fate point down. You're using that. It's going to try and defend itself. Yeah. So let's see if it even roll. Oh, I have dice. What am I doing? There we go. Exciting world of dice. Okay. That is a lot of fails. Yep. So you shoot, you fire at it, and it just does not. It goes nasty. It takes a nasty wound to its side as you just like hit it there. You found a sensitive point. It wasn't watching. As like turns and like.
And it's like a railgun shot firing out of this pistol.
Oh yeah, it is massive. People cover their ears. They think, oh, they got the military's shown up. They're attacking. It's like, what the heck is? And you can look down,
they're
and
not
you just
wrong, I guess.
Yeah, and they just look down, and Professor Bezra just says, what in God's name is that? And Nick says, I don't know, but he looks awesome. What do you do?
I flip him off with my other hand.
Yeah, no one knows that it's aimed at him because it's so big. they just retreat. How vulgar!
It's a good way to get people to leave.
Yeah, these foreign machines corrupting the youth. As they just are going away. Who do you want to go next?
I would look over and be like, Deepak Beta, help!
It's Deepa Uncle. I'd use lightning powered bruiser. So like I would be like a bolt of lightning just as fast as like the railgun shot, and like just bull rush into the worm and just like give it a punch.
Yeah. Sure lightning speed, you go in, giving it a punch. Roll to hit? Roll whatever approach you're using.
I'm gonna be forceful. Do I just like
Yeah, you roll with a forceful, and that's a
beautiful. That is
minus.
That's -2.
Oh boy.
I'm getting not good at our mechs yet.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like the speed completely throws me off, and I don't know if I want to hit a building, but like.
Well, let me just roll to see how he does. That is. He still succeeds, even though he got an average roll. He still succeeds by a fair amount. Yeah, as he's just firing, it's. Oh boy. Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good. He not only, as you're like charging in, get it. It kind of just like ducks around and then kind of like wraps around you, and then suddenly you are grappled by this creature as your fist goes kind of wide. Like it just starts squeezing.
Would my aspect activate there? My force barrier shield?
That is something you can do. There are options you can do in combat. You can overcome an obstacle. You can create an aspect, which is like create something that can be like helping someone, like distracted, stunning, cause like that kind of thing. You can attack or you can defend. Defend is like a reaction, so you don't need to spend an action doing that. So this one is basically he's kind of like created a boost, a temporary advantage of wrapped around him. He hasn't got it fully around him, but he's just like got him there as a kind of like defense. Who do you want to go next?
I am gonna. I feel like Otto's still trying to get like used to his mech, and like he's still just like very much scared of everything. I'm not gonna pass it to him. I'm gonna give it to Alicia, and I'm just gonna shout to Alicia, "Come, take it off me." I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of like, what to say, but there's nothing specific I can think. I'm just asking for for help.
So I wish I could close the distance faster. So I'm just gonna think that I wish I could get there quicker, and all of a sudden my fist kind of launch like 2 giant cannonballs, and I'm gonna use my aspect, my mech aspect of what's it? Blast off gauntlets.
Yeah, you can come with a better name. Cannonball Fist is also very good. I was
Cannonball Fist is pretty
if you got a better name.
Well, maybe I'll change that after. But either way, that's the one I'm using.
Great. So roll your forceful +2 from using the aspect. I think it's forceful you're using.
Oh, there's actually nothing in my forceful. Like, should it be matching
use
my
the same as on your character.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
it should match. So just use the one from your character sheet.
Got it. So give me 1 second. Sorry. Navigate between the two.
Oh boy.
Forceful. So I got a 1 on my roll. With a +2 from the aspect deuces. So that's a 3 total.
That is a 3 total.
Yeah.
It's going to. Yeah, that will definitely get it. That's definitely. It was not prepared for that. So you hit it, and it goes flying off them. Listen, it's just like releases this grasp and just like tumbles down, smacking into the ground. It doesn't hit anybody, but it just like smacks down angrily as you dinged it nicely.
Amazing.
Let's see. I think even with that one, yeah, I think it gets. It's going to give it a consequence. This is basically it is dizzy. Basically, Tweety Bird's of it is a little dizzy from the attack, like as you like clobbered it. So anyone basically can get a free aspect if they incorporate how it's dizzy. They can get a +2, or they can reroll.
Okay, love it.
Yeah. See if there's a place I can note that down. Yeah, let's get some text. So it is. Yeah, it's dizzy. 1 free invoke. Okay, who do you want to go next? You want the monster?
I don't want the bad guy to go twice, so I'm gonna pick the bad guy to go now.
Okay, so the bad guy is gonna go. It is angry. All this kind of stuff's happening. It's gonna try and burrow underground. Like turns over and starts burrowing underground, trying to disappear. Let's see how it. Let's see how it does. We roll +2. Yeah, it is. It's a hidden underground to invokes. So it's vanished. You don't know where it went. Well, you saw where it went, but you don't know where now. Like the ground's gone quiet. We now pass over to our lovely camel goat.
Oh no. Okay, weapons. And I scan through the weapons. I see some diamond and I just select on it. And what comes out is like just horns. And I'm like, seriously? Just that? Oh no.
I feel like you should have expected that, to be honest.
What can I do with it? And I would start doing the best thing I can. And I start insulting the creature and I run around.
Okay. Causing it, running around. I think you're trying to create advantage. Maybe this is flashy.
I have an aspect of catch me if you can.
Yeah, I think you're like doing this. You're kind of like taunting the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is going around.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is a flashy approach. So roll your flashy.
All right.
Yeah. And add a +2.
That'll be 3.
Okay. This is a very dumb creature, so it gets. It's You've made a target for yourself. You don't know how effective your thing was, but it's noted you. It's noticed you.
Okay.
Yeah. Who do you want to pass the turn to? You can pass to anybody, even yourself.
Well, I'm still going to keep going faster and faster, waiting for it to pop out so you can try to grab me.
So you want to pass to the creature?
No, to me. I'm just going to run around, going faster and faster.
Okay. Roll again to increase your aspect.
Which one was it? Quick? Would it be quick this time?
It's quick or flashy, your call.
I'll go quick because I want to increase my speed.
Okay, go for it.
That's good. It's 2. I think it's +2 to it or
+2.
1.
Okay. You got a total of 1. You're going fast, but you're not sure how effective this is. Who'd you passing to?
Passing it to Rajiv uncle.
Okay, Rajiv, you cannot see the. You cannot see the
As-
creature; it's underground.
He kind of just goes, all right, let's get you out of there. And you see him like put the pistol away, and out comes this shield in one hand and a lance. And
As
he will use a sense of careful to see where this creature could be based on the vibrations. And I will activate my Weeaboo move as I will use my aspect Pierce the Heavens as my lance starts spinning into a drill.
Actually, it's the opposite, but I believe it. So, okay, let's see if you can hit this. If you can find this thing. So I think like you're trying to like get rid of its cover. So the difficulty is 4. Let's see what you can do.
All right. That's a 3, and this is the aspect Pierce the Heavens, so plus
Amazing.
5.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
dig, and then suddenly you kind of like find it, so like catch it off guard as it thought it was really sneaky. As you kind of like grab it and then just kind of force it up as the drilling, and it just shoots up, angered. It is no longer hiding. It's very annoyed as you kind of like found it instinctively, and you can see like the talking like this, isn't it? Enemy. And you can just like see, you hear a response from Tokum, who's just like, "Oh my god, it's real! Oh god, that's horrifying! Oh, it's terrifying! Oh, my mother's story
too
was true.
loud, too loud. As
My
I'm trying to focus on landing properly.
My mother's stories were true." Okay, who do you want to pass to?
The creature.
The creature's going to go. It no longer has advantage. It's going to turn. It is annoyed at the goat. It's annoyed at you. But there's like so many targets. It's going to try and hit the goat. So let's see how it goes. It's just as it turns out, it's just inside his mouth. It's just like seemingly churning something and it's spinning, and it fires something which ignites in the air. This chemical, which you recognize as, which Alicia knows, is the pesticide that was being used. It seems to have converted into pyrotechnics as it's firing straight at you. Well, okay. All right. You need to beat the difficulty. You need to defend. The target number is 3.
How do I defend?
Oh, same as it. Just declare what approach you're using to defend, and then roll
Okay.
the dice. And you can use aspects that you've got. Like you can use you have a free aspect on like running around. If you want to use that.
Okay. I'm still using the aspect of catch me if you can.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So that is the aspect. So what do I do? Just roll?
Just roll.
Okay. I'm going to roll for quick. So hope that works. That's great. 3. I mean 2.
Okay, so that's a 2. Do you want to spend a fate point to make that a 4?
Sure. I want to ensure that I don't get hit by the pesticide. So, yeah.
Sure. You go in and you just duck out of the pesticide. And it is angry. It's annoyed. The 2 people who haven't gone are, let's go with Alicia.
Okay. I am gonna Sir, can you just sort of reset the scene for me?
Yeah.
When he comes
So
back.
the scene
He just
is
leaves.
Yeah. No. The scene is
Screw you!
there are earthquakes. There are rifts in the earth caused by these earthquakes, caused by this creature. There are panicking people who are like trying to get away. There are like spews of like the pesticide around. This creature is kind of like surrounded by you guys. It's been forced up to the surface by you all. No sign of Tokum anyway yet, but he says, "I'm on my way."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how far away is this creature within like grappling
Yes.
range of me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna invoke its dizzy aspect. To say that it is not really able to get away in this moment because it's sort of like not all there. And I'm gonna just kind of launch myself at it, and with the brute strength of this thing, just pile drive it into one of the cracks in the ground, and just as deep as I can go with brute strength.
Roll.
Okay.
Get forceful.
Okay.
That sounds forceful. I don't think any other argument could be made for a different approach.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Finally fucking rolling. All right. Sorry, it took us from PG-13 to R, I think.
Yeah. Starts is beating around. There's metal gears on his teeth trying to grab onto your hand, and he just like break on the metal as he's like, as you like putting a block of metal onto a chainsaw. Just the chainsaw breaks apart, and just like there, and you just like badly wounded it, badly injured it, and you're like able to take it down. Do you want to? And it's like injured. It's like reeling a little bit. Looks really bad. Do you want to pass to Tokum, or do you want to pass to DC?
DC.
Right, DC.
I am seeing as this is all happening. I'm gonna try and like sneak around it and like run around the buildings. And then as I'm running around, I'm gonna pull out a out of like the side of my arm says a Vajra is gonna come out. And as I pull it out, it'll become like a lightning sword. And as I run behind it, where it's purely focused on Alicia, I'm gonna sneak behind it and like stab it in the back, trying pinning it into the ground, in where it's latched into the street or onto the stone.
Okay. So are you charging this attack, preparing for a big one, or are you attacking it now? You can do the full Dragon Ball Z, charging your power, waiting a few episodes, and then shooting it up. I'm kidding, not episode.
No, I'm gonna. I think it's more like in the moment kind of thing. Like I can see this as a moment where like I can pin it in place, and we can all kind
5 minutes.
Go. All right. So
I'm gonna like essentially just try and sort of be able to like sneak around it.
Later.
All right.
Like,
so
yeah,
no, it could be sneaky. It's could be careful. Could be clever as well. I'm be flexible with this. I think you're creating an advantage as you're kind of like pinning it to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go for it.
I got 3. Do I add the +2 or do I leave that until like?
You can. You can add the +2 if you want. You can decide after.
Yes, we got 5.
All right, so you got +5, grabbed it, and it's like pinned in place. And it's like just recoiling. It's not going to be able to get out. And so we passed to Tokum. I said, like, I got extra help. Guess who woke up? And you see 2 things come out of the ground. First, charging out of this little like steam port, like you see a large purple sun bear. Like comes down, lands hard as you comes down, roaring, and then just starts wailing at this creature, like biting and biting, and starts
another animal! Yay!
That's attacking. And then also floating out of one of the holes you guys came in, you see the rickshaw is flying because it's got a little helicopter come out of the top of it. Wheels are like, I think I fixed it. This is what it's supposed to do, right? And he's pedaling at the bottom.
That works. That absolutely works.
Okay.
You will be the richest auto guy in this entire city.
Yeah. You see the little, you see them just popping up. It's like, all right, guys, you can do it. Just attack together. I think it's down.
Okay, I think I got this.
Okay. He passes to all of you guys. This is the finishing move.
And
so describe how you guys kill it together.
So I'm already going in very fast.
Lance spinning and spinning.
I'm going very. I'm going in very. Sorry.
You'll take turns. You're going spinning very, very fast, Mr. Chennai.
No, actually, is that how do I use my high concept?
You describe if you think the high concept works.
Okay, because when I was using my Catch Me If You Can, and I've trying to ensure that I increase my speed every now and then, I have reached on this high phase of like being a blur, and I know that if I could go with enough of force, I could go and pierce through the creature as fast as I can using my horns, which were activated. So.
Oh yeah, this is also high concept for Rajiv because he's haunted by exactly these things. So this is revenge.
So I'm going to go for a high speed. Yeah, slam through.
Okay. So slapping, you got that power in. You're charging up your lance. You're spinning. Pan, you're spinning up your lance. Also going to pierce through. Alicia.
I'm still grappling this thing, so I think I'm just like spinning around and basically just holding it in place to kind of just take the hits.
Yeah. you see the sun bear is like charging up solar energy from above as it's preparing this blast from its chest, and it like looks at our man of lightning and thunder.
I'm gonna like let go of my Vajra, so it's holding in place with Alicia, and then with my left hand, I'm gonna just punch it like with lightning speed, and you can see like just sparking off, and you can't see the hand because it's just that fast. But the right hand that hits a lot slower, but every time it hits, like there's just shockwaves or like thunder booms on the hits.
You gain all this power, you're like charging up, and then all these like huge blasts, and the worm explodes. So you just hit it with so much energy, it's just got nowhere to go. Splatters everywhere. The huge creature is completely destroyed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The crowd, who thankfully avoided the splat radius, just looks at it so confused what to do. And Tokum just like shouts down like, woohoo! The Pancharaksha succeeded! Come, the protectors are here! Woo! Woo! Yay, Yantas! And he's like, why are they not cheering? Confused.
They don't know what we are.
We don't know what we are, to be fair.
We don't know what we are in the first place. But yeah.
Before my Vajra hits the floor, I quickly grab it with my left hand as well.
Yeah.
And I put it back. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot my stuff.
This is like driving an auto rickshaw. This is fun. And I keep going around taking dangerous turns.
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys are like spinning and turning around. How do you guys feel after like seeing everyone like stunned reaction? And then one voice Nietzsche's like, that was cool. It's just
That was cool.
Flip off, I give it a thumbs up.
I feel very elated, and I just wave.
Just like a very solid thumbs up.
Yeah.
Just standing. If you could see a mech straighten up and stand with shoulders back, like that's what's happening.
I'm gonna find the tallest building wherever I can, put my foot on it, and then go. I just bleat out loud, like a roar.
As you go full Godzilla King Kong, just like shouting it out. Suddenly, all we get an alert at the same time. You get two alerts. One is you get the big alert, just says like power low, shutting off now.
Shit.
And then there's a flash of like, like everything goes white, and then suddenly you see this image. See this image of like a young, small woman, long hair, kind of some kind Buddhist robes on. It says like, "Come, you need training. Come to Kathmandu." And then this image is glowing. This like, and then you hear this roar, this like loud sound, like "Woo, ah, ah," and this loud, terrifying. While you see like behind them, this giant primate creature looking and then lunging a hand straight towards you. And the vision ends. As does this episode. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around this long.
What?
Oh,
You are being a
really
goat.
cool.
Yeah.
yeah, attacked by a monkey.
Got it. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode. Sorry I went a little long, but that's how pilots go. Thank you to all my players for being here. I am sorry, everybody. Ikrig, Kaz, Maitri, Tan, Assis. I'm sorry that you had to. That there was like techno problems. We want you here next week. Hope I did your Sunbear justice. Yes. Thank you, everyone who's watching, and all our new viewers. Everybody, so great to have you. Ooh.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You guys are
Thank
great.
you, everyone.
That was that was a session.
Please join us next week. Please join us next week, and also click on the link for Start Playing. It's a fantastic service where if you want to find great DMs who can run weird and wonderful games like this one in whatever time zone suits you, come do it. We give you 10 credits free, $10 worth of credits. Enjoy it. It's a steal. Do it. And yes, please subscribe and follow Twitch and join our Discord. Do all the stuff. Check out all these lovely, beautiful people on their socials as well. Thank you so much. It means the world to us that you are here. And I hope you all had as much fun as I did.
We did.